So it really feels like, driving a car where the steering wheel has suddenly been completely disconnected from the tires.
Right, like the people in the driver's seat are just frantically turning the wheel.
Exactly. I mean, they're issuing executive orders and posting record earnings, but the vehicle is just veering off in a totally different direction. So welcome to today's deep dive into a stack of executive briefings and news reports from June 4th, 2026.
Yeah, and our mission today is really unpacking this hidden tug-of-war for control. The deep institutional friction that's shaping the nation right now.
Right. And I think the most glaring example of that disconnected steering wheel is happening right now in Congress.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, lawmakers are aggressively boxing in the executive branch.
Yeah, like with the Bipartisan Ukraine Support Act.
Exactly. They passed a massive package, $1 billion in aid and $8 billion in loans. But the way they did it is the real story here.
Right. They used a discharge petition to force the vote.
Yeah, a 226 to 195 vote, which is basically a rare procedural override.
So it lets the rank and file members just rip a bill out of committee and onto the floor, totally bypassing the speaker's authority.
It's basically a blatant mutiny against leadership. And,
Yeah.
They're doing the exact same thing to the commander-in-chief.
Right, because both chambers just passed that war powers resolution, right?
Yeah, heavily restricting military operations in Iran, which is critical because military analysts are warning right now that U.S. munitions stockpiles are severely depleted.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to take up to 3 years to fully replenish key weapon systems.
So the executive branch physically doesn't have the inventory to operate unchecked, and now, Congress is taking away the blank check, too.
Right, but this whole theme of executive limits, it isn't just about foreign policy either.
Oh, right, the domestic side. A federal judge just ordered the Kennedy Center to completely scrub the president's name from all physical and digital signage.
Yeah, June 12th, yeah.
And the president responded by completely walking away from a $257 million renovation project there.
Yeah, just totally abandon it.
But wait, I need to stop and ask you this. Is this congressional and judicial pushback just a temporary revolt, or are we looking at a permanent structural shift in how American policy gets made?
Well, the data really points to a structural shift.
Really? How so?
Because executive unilateralism is declining. When an executive loses the public mandate, the other branches smell blood in the water.
And we are definitely seeing that domestic frustration. We're looking at sinking approval ratings and retail gas topping $4 a gallon.
Exactly. So the judicial and legislative branches realize the political cost of defying the president is practically zero right now, so they're confidently reasserting their authority.
And just to be clear to everyone listening, we're just reporting the viewpoints from these briefings, not taking or endorsing any political sides here.
Right, exactly. We're just looking at the institutional mechanics.
So that same struggle for control isn't confined to Washington, though.
No, it's hitting Silicon Valley's bottom line and their workforce, too.
Yeah, investors are completely defying the corporate narratives. Just look at Broadcom's Q2 earnings.
Oh, man, they didn't just beat expectations. They completely obliterated them.
Yeah, $22.19 billion in revenue.
Driven by a 143% surge in AI chip sales.
Which hit $10.8 billion alone. But here's where it gets really interesting. Their stock actually dropped.
It did, yeah.
Wait, I need to push back here. As a layman, if a company I'm looking at utterly shatters their revenue records with AI, why on earth is Wall Street punishing them? Is the market just addicted to impossible growth?
In a word, yes. It comes down to how Wall Street is currently valuing these tech giants.
Okay.
The market has priced technology at such extreme multiples that valuations are just hypersensitive right now.
So perfection is the absolute baseline.
Exactly. Investors aren't just paying for today's profits, they're paying a massive premium for the promise of limitless growth tomorrow. If you shatter a record but hint at any future leveling off, the stock takes a hit.
Wow, so Wall Street expects limitless wealth at the top. And we're seeing that top-tier wealth with Apple, too.
Right. Their App Store ecosystem just hit a $1.4 trillion valuation.
But at the ground level, that wealth isn't translating into stability at all?
No, the labor struggles are intense. For instance, the Congressional Labor Caucus just requested a National Labor Relations Board investigation into Apple.
Because they closed a unionized retail store in Towson, Maryland.
Yeah, allegedly forcing those union workers to completely reapply for their jobs.
While non-union workers get automatic transfers.
Exactly. It perfectly captures this era. The traditional underdogs, whether it's retail workers or rank-and-file lawmakers, they're realizing they have leverage.
So what does this all mean for you listening? I mean, you are witnessing a massive realignment right now.
Yeah, from $4 gas prices to the tech in your pocket.
And even the supply chains of our military. These power struggles directly impact your wallet and your security.
It really is a chaotic landscape.
Though, to be fair, a brief palate cleanser here. At least one person seems entirely in control today.
Oh, right. Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, he just pitched 6 shutout innings and went 3 for 4 at the plate for the Dodgers.
A rare sight of perfect control on a day of total friction.
Exactly. Which brings us to a final provocative thought for you to chew on. Broadcom is selling billions in AI chips right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
As lawmakers and CEOs fiercely battle over institutional control today, will the sheer rapid acceleration of AI systems soon render these traditional human power struggles obsolete?
That is the big question.
Right. I mean, who needs to fight for the steering wheel if the car's about to drive itself?